How you doing, everybody? Oh, as soon as I do this, my cat wants to go out. I'll just better let it out. You want to go out? Damn, I had to let my fluffy cat out. Um, shit. I see it just distracted me from what I was gonna say. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, there's people from a long time ago. Um, I didn't mean to like upset them, but there's a few people that I liked and stuff, and I told them stuff that was going on with health wise. I just sort of I didn't mean to like upset you. I just wanted you to know if like if I wasn't around or something. Things happen in life, whatever. So, but anyway, yeah, this fucking platform's not not very good for whatever. I was thinking about how that guy shot up that Comet Pizza thing. Oh, there's real predators and pedophiles and all this guys. But I was thinking about how this guy walked into that pizza place and the Comet Pizza thing and shot up all the computers. He didn't go and try and get the predators. He or whatever he thought they were thinking. He shot it up the computers. So if there was any information you could have get it, I thought wasn't interesting. Uh, yeah, the title of this is Satanic Tube. Yeah, YouTube's not going to like that because it allows all these predators on here for years and years. Um, yeah, so I was going over these videos of these. It's like I've gone over multiple videos. I've got like multiple videos, guys, from different communities, and yeah, I was just looking through them and. uh, I've seen this one. There's this one. This is not going to mean anything to people here, but there was this one. I call it Stockholm syndrome. It was very interesting. I hadn't watched that for a long time. So I put these clips up on another channel that I've shared it out. I think on the I don't know. I'll share it out if anyone wants it. But anyway, I put these clips up, and I basically just showed how these people were all liars and these creators and really sick people. And I was in intensive care, and these fucking people kept sending me these, like, mention you in their posts or whatever shit like that. And I thought, wow, I'm like, I was a day away from then, fucking, you know, where you're in intensive care. Like, I was, before that, I was fucked. But I'm thinking, and then I'm thinking, yeah, these people are crazy, which they clearly are. I went to this Stockholm video I did. It's a syndrome where, whatever, you go look it up. I can't even bother explaining it, take too long. I just dribble on apparently, like, for too long. But anyway, so was this Mandy lady, and I thought, wow, she just made a comment somewhere. and got absolutely destroyed. She got destroyed making a comment. And then her past in her life got brought up by this fucking disgusting creep. And I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I got all videos from this, like I had this guy took the channel down because of I was calling him out, but turns out I showed these 3 videos where he just absolutely lied like a little bitch. I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? Of course, he's got a. If new people come along here, they didn't want to see that, so yeah, he had to take that down. And the real life stuff he did on these people. But anyway, and then it got me, and I'm thinking about. So I started watching this thing on ghosts and demons. Yeah, this is where I'm going. It's weird, guys. And I just was watching their stuff, and I'm thinking, is this real? Is they really ghosts or are they demons? And I'm thinking, like, demons are clearly real. No, I'm thinking about technology. Yeah, I'm going into an area here, guys. And I'm thinking about technology and how it's changed people, but it's actually brought people on for years on YouTube, and they seem to, I don't know, multiple. Like I made that stream the other day about how there has to be all these people would have to be sitting in the same chat or Discord or something. There has to be something controlling these people because they're all the same. And then I'm thinking, and this is where I'm going, and I'm thinking, so if the rulers of the world, and there's rulers, if you don't believe that, you're absolutely right, they've controlled everything, but people don't even think that they're controlled until you're subliminally, I can't even fucking say it right. You're controlled in every way, but you were controlled in the start of your life. I'm thinking how I wasn't really, I mean, I was immunized up to a point, but I was hearing about this media. I'm going in 100 different things here. I was thinking about how this measles outbreak, I've had measles and the whole lot. I'm just thinking how delusional, fear-based shit that these people put on. Now I'm getting about technology. Because isn't it interesting how there's really all these predators, or what I call them predators. I call people, because if you prey on people, go real life, you are a predator. And if you have done all this other stuff to people in their real lives or this and that, you're like, predator, listen to this other video. And these 2 people are fighting now, but they were friends, and they going up, like they try to destroy this person that I just defended. But I was thinking, well, I could put that video up. It actually shows a lot. It shows that this guy went real life, actually rang cops and all this stuff, and on a person I was defending, and how just these people flip flop, and then they like each other, don't like each other. It's just very interesting. It has to be satanic controlling this whole thing. And how these people that were with him were trying to get me to join their side. It's so weird. I wouldn't even join any of their sides, but it's just so weird. I mean, give them credit for trying, though, right? I mean, in the mental disorder department of trying, but um, and how people bring up the past here, trying to change reality of these certain guys, and how they like to bring up people's kids that might have passed away, and how they try and um, how they're trying to like, because that's an evil shit doing that, especially the person having done it, and how this person likes to change reality, and yeah, that's probably not going to cut it. Sid's, all the absolute naughty shit you've done. But anyway, and then I've just been, thinking, I've been watching these videos and shut the fuck up, notifications. And I'm thinking, I'm pondering, like, what the fuck's happened here for years? Like, so this must be people's entertainment. We know there's a laugh fest happening, and I'm watching this clown called Tony, and he's going how this lady Natalie apparently, because of this video, this guy apparently it's Natalie, were you masturbating to me on a live stream that everyone was on? It was weird. I just went through it and just listened to this Tony go. He's going, Gus is disgusting. This guy's like a child stalker or whatever. But anyway, he's going, you're discussing, and he went after people. Like, he's one of the ones that attacked MOD here, Man of Dust and Vitality. I just was like, what the fuck? I was watching these videos. I'm thinking, oh, wow, man, this platform's fucking demonic. And how I'm a believer in Jesus and God, and and this guy pretended he was all this and that, this Tony, but anyway, and how he went after people's kids and shit. It was just weird, very strange. Very interesting. Very interesting. And how, like, I mean, there's so many people that are gone now, but there have to be people that remember all that, right? This is what I mean. I don't know if that Tony's even on here, but isn't it interesting how things can go around in circles and distractions and can come in, you can be distracted. And I'm thinking about how, also, just a change of real subject here, but this is about Alex Jones and how Trump and all this stuff, and how all the truth community was fucked up in, like, 2015 or 6, whatever, even before that. But I was thinking how they put plants in everywhere, right? And how the CIA operative sat on what is the CIA psychological operations expert. He sat on Alex Jones, how these actually truthers were actually listening to this garbage, and then they didn't pick up that this guy said that kids are on Mars. Yeah, this guy said kids are on Mars, and I was thinking, isn't that interesting? So is this platform, do people just say things? Like, I mean, he's saying people on Mars. Is there kids gone to Mars that have been abducted? So they're trying to steer people away from the predators, like the Epstein and Diddy thing or whatever, all this stuff. And now they're trying to, this Robert David Steele, as he sat there and said that kids went to Mars, I can play that for you if you want. and how he sat in a judiciary child trafficking fucking thing, and he said that the predators that did this are like, there's just something going on there with them, and he's like these people online here, and he, yeah, was very sick about that too, play all that, and how these truthers are very serious. I don't, they're definitely not truthers, but how these people, and they're all Trumpers, these Steels were, and all these Joneses, Alexes, and how all their millions of followers are all Trumpers, and how dangerous that really is. Because real people know the truth that they want to bust these trafficking, ring, pedo, whatever thing. They're going to have to take out Trump too, both sides. So I was just found that interesting how people have been stuck here for years and they've been distracted with all this stuff. And how even this alien stuff they're saying coming out, how they're going, aliens are real, and all this is full distraction. People forgot about technology. It makes you think about that old theory how they're going to use projects. One of them is called blue beam, and other thing. This is theories that and they're going to use all these fake alien invasion. This is what the theory is: fake alien invasion. Make it look real, because this technology is pretty fun, and how they're going to make it look like they're real to bring the whole world into it and bring all religions down and basically put you in a new world order. Now I'm thinking about how that's interesting. It's very interesting because then you got these whistleblowers actually sat in I don't know what you would call it, that Congress or something. They sat in somewhere and they made all these statements. How these beings might be real, and how they change a UFO to UAP thing. Now it's UAP, 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 and how they don't consider underwater. How that actually is a project called Blue Beam. How they actually have technology, and how they don't consider looking underwater. See, I studied like other cultures and stuff years ago, and how these cultures all said, yeah, there's definitely beings under, and how these whistleblowers never really said that's like becoming in craft. Oh, they're even saying parallel. Yeah, they sat there in your thing and said this dimensions, how they've opened to other dimensions. Isn't that interesting? And how they pulled something through another. I don't know if it was through CERN or through something else, how they pulled something through. This is what scientists have come through lately, and so how they actually pulled something through. Isn't that interesting? See, this is a lot of time. Isn't that interesting? I'm thinking how a lot of distraction. Like you'd be distracted by something else, and then all this stuff would be said, and then you don't, and you sort of, it's made to so you forget about what's real or whatever. But I mean, and I was looking at, because this is what really happened. I was looking at this photo of this Australian lady. I don't know if she was on the news or she was on something. There's a picture of her and wherever. But I was looking at it and she looked like, and this is how people mostly some look now, but she looked like Oh, she was a female, but she looked like a male. But she didn't. She looked like a female. But she had her hair was not. It was like back in that Mao's day in China, how they made all the women and men just look alike. I'm thinking, wow, this was fucked, right? This was fucked, man. Like, I can't conceive any way of coming back from that. Like, I mean, you have to understand that if these, you, I don't like to say some YouTube, but you sort of, things go around in like a revolution or in a circle or a 3-6 or whatever. Things I've done in the past come back, like fascism and all sorts of things. And how my country's basically taken over, really. You have the look, people don't understand, but how the COVID shut down all businesses that have been open for years, but then all these foreign ones are now there. How they put up, oh, I'm not even going to say that was Aussie flag. I say what I'm about to say. That flag's been raised over Aussie flags from another country. But anyway, and then I'm thinking, what a psychological operation that's been run for a long time on everybody. And I looked at this has gone in weird areas even. Okay? Just try and keep up here. I was thinking about the Middle East from the year, whatever, well, in the 80s, all the way to now, how we all invaded, right? The Western countries invaded this for all this stuff that there wasn't really weapons there wasn't this, there wasn't that, blah, blah, blah. They're just people, really, as well, right? But they demonized these fucking people. Went in and absolutely just annihilated them. And no one said anything on it. I find that interesting. Makes me want to get these videos and put them back up about this. Just to show that these people online could be a distraction on here. How fucking disgusting. Yeah, I'm going. How fucking disgusting there is people on here. And what they've done to other people. Yeah. Like I tell people, go get a mental health check. Well, you fucking should. These people should go get mental health checks. You know. So, and the truth gets shut up. Like, even trying to tell the truth of some of the creators in multiple communities are being disgusting fucks. And what they've done to people. And like this one guy who, and his whole fucking, all these women try to destroy people and they go real life and they do this and that, reach into people's real lives. And I was just thinking how, like, I could have done 400 more videos and nobody would have listened anyway. It's really fucked. Or you show the truth and they just don't. I mean, nobody cares really, but you're just trying to do the right thing. Very fucking interesting. So I don't take things like that as a joke, that what these people will do. And if these people do live streams, like I said, and they'll sit there And they'll bring up somebody's kid that's passed away. That's fucked up shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. I've done videos. I just was watching a fair few, and it's like, wow, well, you really should have got mental health because because I don't think you understand, dude. Well, yeah, I don't think people really understand that there's a reality changing people out here, and in the end, they might need to watch out what they do. There's people in multiple communities they keep themselves on here. This one guy had his whole family on here, guys, but I don't. His mum, dad, under all these accounts. It's weird, very strange. And I've seen how his mum's back, and it's like, wow. It's like, wow, man. You need to go get psychological help, son. And how he plays these women, yeah, man, this guy is a full on. He's like a gay, like homo or sexual order. Yeah, man, he's full on. I should put up a few videos on here before it was like after it was getting flagged this because of those C19 ones. But yeah, this guy's fucking sick. Just the lies, I call that lies too. Like most people do who call out people, but you just straight up in your face. Demon shit. Straight up. That's demon shit. Like I put up this thing how he's saying he was an alcoholic. I don't he's saying he's an alcoholic and then he's saying he wasn't to people. He's on like meth and all this, but then he called it sex drugs, and you go look up what sex drugs are. If you send pictures, this homo, send pictures of your dick to women, is that a homo? Like, serious, think about it. Sex drugs, sending pictures to women. Oh. So I send it watching it. Go look up what sex drugs is. These cunts don't give a fuck. And just have these bleeding heart women on here. They're old women or whatever, or this young, but these old women, these leftists like bleeding heart, they like protect this guy for years. And he's like, basically, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this, right? He doesn't give a fuck about, and this guy will protect like pedos and everything. Yeah, when you're in a fucking intensive care and then there's a bunch of people send you these fucking posts for a long time, and you know, it just makes it wonder. It's weird. I think like my last platform, like it's total freak show. Yeah, this whole fucking internet is full of these guys, and yeah, at least I did the right thing anyway. But when you think about technology, I've watched this thing how people started unsubscribing from Netflix and all these things, right? And how Netflix and all these things need to die. And how people need to get off their phones, how they're walking around bumping into you, looking, just hear me out. Because they'll get shit put in them. Like, they'll probably have glasses where they're watching their next thing they'll put something in their head, right? No shit, they got these things where they put it on their side of their heads. So they totally, and there's people with shit in their hands, right? Isn't that what the Bible talked about? Like they're going to put stuff in and you won't be able to buy and sell and you'll have shit put in your fucking hands and shit. It's happening. And how people probably need to get off of, unsubscribe, save your money. Don't, this Netflix and all these. Look, if people want to watch me, I'm not saying anything about that. Watch me, whatever, do whatever, but that's these corporations and they don't give a fuck. Nobody does. YouTube doesn't give a fuck about reality or the truth, and people have lost their minds out here when technology. Do you know your TV's been watching you since what 2010? Everyone knows every truth it knows on the box of television. It used to say it's recording you, and how nobody gives a fuck or even cares, and they'll even say that's not true. You're a liar, but it did. There's even like news stories on this. Fucking 10 or longer years ago, 15, saying, yeah, your television's definitely, phones are definitely. And how data's going to be put in the AI, well, that's another story. What a psyopy fucking world. Yeah, apparently they're recording you guys. Ever. And data's the thing, and they're going to put all this shit in AI with everybody's like whatever voices, everything, forever. And how Mark Zuckerberg want to set up this virtual reality. Well, what they're probably going to want to set up is a total control. As I was saying about this, however, now in the China, how these ladies starting to look like they're starting to not. It doesn't look good. They're looking like people in Mao's days, and how technology is probably going to control these people like fully. When autonomous and AI takes over, I've said this. When the power goes out, wherever they're going to have nuclear running the AI and everything still. So they're going to have everything run by these nuclear plants that are going to be built. That's what they all want. The big tech guys want. They don't want you to have power though. When your power goes out, you'll be fucked. Right? Isn't that interesting? And how people just love tech and they're just going to get it put in on their bodies. Because they're going to be fucked, obviously. They believe the hype. Where these people now who are in technology are trying to stop it. It's weird. Yeah, they're trying to stop it. Trying to tell people that it's going to fully. They don't know if everybody's going to get cancer from all these phones and shit. And they won't know it until later on, down the track. And how they're trying to say that the technology is made with addictive stuff. That they make casinos and cigarette or whatever. How they use the same scientific bullshit on all this stuff. Very interesting. And that's why I think it just makes you think. It's like they didn't tell people the truth because they lied to everybody. I could have to say this. Like this, Trump want to put the king back in your country, and then I'm going to end it. Didn't you fight the British off? I just was wondering that. Didn't you already fight this shit away? But anyway, how delusional are people to believe in politics, right? And how delusional are people, right? When you go walking around, these people are still in their phones and they're bumping you. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there because I'm going to go off. All right, take care.